So in this video, we are going to see how we can use Cora 7.2 and Cora 7.5 AI SEO Toolkit. So first of all, let's see the Cora 7.2 version, how to use it. So first of all, we will open this, and what the system will do is it will create the content and send it to a email ID which you provide here. So suppose I provide my ID here. Please note that if your email ID have an active subscription, only then the content will work. So if you have the form link and you don't have a subscription, then you can go to store.webji.services and you can buy any one of our subscription. We also offer many white label SEO services, and our portfolio we are increasing with more variety of services. So here you have variety of options, so you can pick one and buy from there. And suppose anybody gets this form link and they fill this and not subscribed for the plan, then the form will not work. So it checks if the subscriber have provided the email ID. So always make sure you use the email ID by which the subscription has been ordered. So enter that email ID here. Now it is a brand. So suppose my website is Webji.in, then I will put Webji as a brand. Okay. Now we have two choices, web page or blog post. I will go with web page. Here I need to provide my GPT-4o API key. To get the API key, we need to go to platform.openai.com, and we need to make sure that our account is having some balance in it. So we can go to the settings, then we can go to the billing, and here I can see I have $10 balance. If you have zero balance, it will not work. So in that case, you can add some balance. Make sure you have at least $2-3 there minimum, and then you can use the software. Also, I want to mention for the new users how to get the API key. Okay, so to get an OpenAI API key, we go to platform.openai.com. We go to the dashboard, and on the left side we see the API key. That is where you can create an API. I will highly recommend you create a separate project, such as you can just go there and create a new project, and inside the project you create an API key. This step I'm suggesting this why, so you have a separate project and you can also monitor your cost, and you can keep an eye on how much it is used. If you are a new user, I will not recommend you submitting many forms at a time, but once you are familiarized with the process, you can send 4-5 of them at a time. So you can do that way. So basically whatever the OpenAI API key, you mention it over here, and if you have a Cora report, just upload it to one of your Google Drive accounts. So for that you go to drive.google.com. I would highly recommend you create a folder there, like a Cora reports folder or any separate folder, just to make things separately in a folder wise structure, and then upload the Cora report there, the Excel file generated by the Cora. And once you have done it, you can open it by double clicking within the Drive folder, and you will see .xlsx. Whenever Cora creates a report, it creates it within .xlsx as an extension, and our app do not reads Excel file, but it reads Google Sheet. So how to convert it to the Google Sheet? We go to the file menu, save as a Google Sheet. Once we click it over there, a new pop-up window will come, and then we will have the Google Sheet version of the Cora report, which is required for our software to work properly. So now this is here, and you will notice there is a D slash and then there is slash edit. So between that is your sheet ID. So sometime what happens is, if there is a dash, if you double click, then it will not select complete sheet ID. So what I will do, double click on first part, keep the mouse pressed, and this is how I just cut my sheet ID. So the sheet ID is D slash and slash edit. Between that entirely is the sheet ID. Why I use mouse? Because when using mouse, you may not by accidentally copy the slash. in the start or any extra character in the start or end. So that's why I use it like this. So whatever the sheet ID is there, you just go to the form and paste it here. So these are the only things you have to do. One more important step is the sheet should be saved as a Google Sheet. The Cora report should be saved as a Google Sheet. So that's we have already covered. Now the second thing is app ID read only access. So you just copy this email ID from here, you go to the share box and you just put it here and you can give it a viewer access. This is our app email ID. We need that to access through API. So just give us a view access and viewer access and send. Now you can just copy the sheet ID and just place it here, whatever the sheet ID is there. So you just copy the sheet ID to this box. Now submit. So suppose I have placed my sheet ID. It's a dummy key. So I have enter here your OpenAI key. In my case, it's dummy, and then email ID, brand name, and web page or blog post, whatever it is. And then you just submit it. And once you submit it, let me just submit it. So once you submit it, you will see this window. What is saying? Within next 15 minutes, you should get the content. If you face any technical issue, you can Skype me here. You can click here. It will open the Skype window. Or you can send me an email to support@webji.services in case your content do not come in 15 minutes. But as long as you saved the Excel file in a Google Sheet format, as we learned, you have balance in your OpenAI account here and you are using correct API key. And one more thing, you have shared your Google Sheet to ewebtechz@gmail.com as a viewer. The app should work perfectly fine. As far as you follow these steps, it should work, and we see you in the next video. Thank you.